Have you ever received a text from someone you know is dead? No. Well, let me tell you about the night I did. It all started about 6 months after my best friend, Daniel, died in a car accident. He was like a brother to me. We grew up together, played ball, even shared our first heartbreaks. His death just broke me. The night before the crash, we'd had a fight over something stupid, and I never got to say I was sorry. After the funeral, I couldn't sleep. Nights were the worst. I'd just stare at his last text to me, "You good, man?" And that crushing guilt would hit me every single time. I never replied. I just left him on read, and then he was gone. One night, around 1:14 a.m., my phone buzzed. The sound jolted me awake, and when I looked at the screen, my blood ran cold. It was a message from Daniel. "Hey, you awake?" At first, I laughed it off. A cruel prank, someone hacking his account, right? I typed back, "Who is this?" No reply. I waited, my pulse pounding in my throat. I turned on my lamp, scanned the room, nothing, but the air felt heavy, like static before a storm. Then another message came through. "I miss our talks." I dropped my phone. My mind was scrambling for a rational explanation, a spoofed number, a glitch, but deep down, something cold twisted inside me. Daniel's number had been disconnected months ago. I called it anyway, straight to voicemail. But it wasn't the usual automated tone. It was breathing, shallow, uneven, right up against the mic, and then, faintly, a whisper, "Eli." I threw the phone on the bed like it was on fire. My room felt wrong. The shadows seemed thicker, and I could have sworn I saw something move in the corner. Then another text came. "You shouldn't have hung up." My hands were shaking so bad I could barely type. "Daniel, if this is you, stop. You're scaring me." A typing bubble appeared. 3 dots, then gone, then back again. It did this for what felt like an eternity before the message finally came through. "Come outside. We need to talk." Every hair on my body stood on end. I crept to my window and pulled the curtain back just enough to see, and my heart nearly stopped. There was someone standing at the end of my driveway, just standing there. The streetlight behind them flickered, but the shape, the posture, it looked exactly like Daniel. I stumbled back from the window, my heart pounding so hard it hurt. I grabbed my phone and texted, "Daniel, you're dead." The reply was instant. "I know." The phone slipped from my hand. Then came a knock. 3 slow, heavy knocks on the front door. I couldn't move. Another knock. My phone buzzed again on the floor. The screen lit up. "Let me in, Eli." I turned towards the stairs, every nerve screaming. The knock came again, louder this time, then silence. I stood frozen, staring at the front door, and that's when I saw it. A shadow under the crack of the door. 2 feet, just standing there, waiting. My phone buzzed one last time. "Please, I'm cold." That's what broke me. I bolted to my room, locked the door, and slid down against it. But then I heard a sound that turned my blood to ice. From the hallway, a faint vibration, like another phone buzzing, and then a muffled ringtone. Daniel's old ringtone, coming from downstairs. Curiosity and guilt will drag you straight to hell. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and crept down the stairs. The air was thick with the smell of damp earth and something metallic. The ringtone stopped. I whispered, "Daniel." Nothing. Then, from the kitchen, a soft buzz. I followed the sound, and there, on the counter, was a phone, scratched, cracked screen. It was Daniel's phone. His family had buried it with him. The screen lit up with a new message, but this one was from me. It said, "You shouldn't have hung up." I stumbled back, my flashlight flickering. In that brief flash, I saw a figure reflected in the kitchen window, standing right behind me. I spun around, nothing. The phone on the counter buzzed again. A new message typed itself out, letter by letter. "You left me there, Eli." The kitchen lights flickered on, buzzing violently. The phone's screen started glitching, flashing words, pain, dark, cold, come find me. And then, total darkness. I couldn't see anything, couldn't hear anything but my own heartbeat, and then, a whisper right behind me. "Why didn't you answer?" I spun around, but again, nothing. The smell was stronger now. I tried to run, but when I reached the living room, every electronic device in the house lit up at once, all showing the same thing, Daniel's last photo. The one we took the night before he died. And on every screen, his smiling face began to warp, his eyes turning black, his mouth twisting. And then, he blinked. The whisper came again, right in my ear. "You left me." I screamed and sprinted for the front door, but it was locked, frozen shut. Behind me, footsteps, slow, dragging, wet. I turned. He was at the bottom of the stairs, same hoodie, but his face, pale, dirt-smeared, one side caved in. His eyes were just black, hollow pits. He took a step, his voice a distorted, broken sound. "You didn't answer." "I didn't know," I screamed. "I didn't know it was the last time." He stopped. For a second, I thought I saw sadness flicker across his dead face. Then, he said, softer this time, "You should have picked up." Suddenly, every light bulb in the house burst. I hit the floor, covering my head. When I looked up, he was gone. The front door creaked open. I crawled outside, gasping. I thought it was over. A grief-fueled nightmare, until the next morning. There, sitting on my doorstep, was Daniel's phone. Mud still caked around the edges. The screen was cracked, but faintly glowing with one unread message from an unknown number. It said, "You answered this time. I haven't touched my phone since." Thanks so much for watching. If you have a story you want me to tell, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.